Hi guys, welcome to VEGBATE, my episode series where I talk about excuses people make about veganism and I respond to them. So, a very common excuse I hear is that why do vegans eat plants? They're intelligent, they're living, and they can feel pain and talk. Like, why do vegans eat them when you're trying to save the animals for the same reasons? So this excuse is really just ignorance to plants. Plants are actually very intelligent. They can do many things that help them survive. They can produce gases to warn other plants of danger. They can call in helpful insects with some gases. They release caffeine so the bees keep coming back to them. They can tilt towards the sunlight to grow bigger. They can grow their roots to reach water when they're thirsty. Or they can grow the roots to stabilize themselves more. But they are not capable of empathy or emotion like animals are. And feeling pain-wise, plants can't feel pain because they are not sentient. An animal must have some sort of nervous system to be able to feel pain. Jellyfish are an exception. They don't have a nervous system like other animals, but they do have nerves going on that let them feel pain. And talking-wise, I see this brought up a lot, like plants can talk, they can scream, they're probably screaming when vegans bite into them. I actually read one of the studies that Meat Eater sent me. Plants release ethylene gas when they're picked or they're injured. And ethylene gas is a natural gas that plants release to ripen. So they take ethylene gas and they pass it through a bell jar. Then they pass it into these tubes to a complex device. The device bombards the molecules with a specifically calibrated laser. The laser makes the molecules vibrate. The vibration produces a sound wave and it can be picked up over a microphone. And that's your plant talking. And, you know, any gas from anywhere can be captured to talk. You could fart into a bell jar, put it through a complex device, make sound waves. Oh my gosh, my butt talks. Oh my gosh.
Loving the fiber girl.
And it doesn't mean the plant is crying out for pain when it releases the gas, because the same gas that is released when a plant is picked is the same gas that is released when a plant is naturally, say, ripening an apple and the apple falls off the tree because it got too ripe. That same gas that does the ripening is the same gas that is released when they're picked. So why do vegans eat plants but not animals? Like, what is it exactly that is dividing the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom? Vegans eat plants but not animals because plants are not sentient and animals are sentient. Plants cannot feel pain, unlike animals when they're harvested. I think something a lot of people forget is that plants also rely on animals like us to eat them, to spread their seeds. And the wind also does that, but in most cases it's because of the birds or the humans or the bear or we eat the plant. It has seeds. The seeds pass through our digestive system. We poop them out somewhere else, and that is how we spread the seed. So I just have a little bit more to add to this. A lot of people bring up, well, there's no proof that plants feel pain now, but what if they do in the future and we find out they do and that we were wrong the whole time? And the thing is, I think vegans have already actually considered that. We are already causing the least amount of harm possible. Vegans are not all about causing no death at all, like save everybody. Well, because we realize we cannot cause no harm in life. You could walk on the sidewalk to go to the grocery store to buy your bananas, and you could step on ants. You just killed those ants. Oh my gosh, what a terrible vegan. You could drive in your car and you didn't mean to hit the bird, but you did hit it. We know that we cannot cause absolutely zero harm. We just don't cause harm on purpose. And we try our best to eliminate as much as possible. With plants, yes, we are eating plants. In that process, we are killing them, but they're not feeling pain. But the funny thing is, it's normally meat eaters that are making this point that you're killing plants. They're not realizing that the food they're consuming, the animal products, required more plants to make than the plants that I'm eating, or any other vegans eating. I know this is kind of hard to wrap your head around when you're first hearing it for the first time. I mean, I didn't realize that, you know, animals actually had to eat food to grow big enough so I could eat them. That escaped my mind before I was vegan.
So I'm going to link some Cowspiracy links in the cards above or in the description. You guys can check these out if you're having trouble wrapping your head around this. It will really help you understand. They're just 2 little clips. They're not very long, so it won't take very long to watch them, so please check them out.
So if I were you, and I believe plants could feel pain, but I wasn't sure, maybe they will in the future, I would be eating, for the time being, a plant-based diet or a vegan diet, because this is a way that the less plants as possible are killed. The leading cause of rainforest destruction is livestock and feed crops for them. So you have the rainforest being killed to make room for these crops and livestock grazing area. And then on top of that, the crops that you're growing on that land also have to be harvested like every year for the animals to eat, and then you're harvesting the animals on top of that. So there is a lot of death going on that doesn't need to happen. Worldwide, cows eat 135 billion pounds of plant matter each day, and that's only for meat and dairy products. Normally, people eat vegetables on the side of their meat. My point being, through explaining all this, is that it requires a lot less land to just eat the plants as is, rather than growing a bunch of plants, feeding it to an animal, and then eating that animal. Because you're kind of ignoring all the plants that an animal had to eat to get on your plate, and you're just thinking, oh, I'm just killing an animal. So basically, this is all I have to share with you today. There's some other arguments that people normally tend to use after this one, but I will be making other videos about that, so that way it's more split up. So I will see you guys in another VEGBATE episode, and I hope you enjoyed this very first episode. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like it if you liked it, dislike it if you don't like it. Let me know what you think, and have a good day.